solve your immigration problems within a reasonable time. In this video, we are going to be talking about mandamus lawsuits. Why is it important that you take action in federal court so you can find a resolution as soon as you can? My name is Bijoux Ngwanda. I'm an immigration lawyer based here in DC. I work with our clients across the country and around the world because we are dealing with complex U.S. immigration law cases. If you're into my channel, you go ahead and subscribe. If you're not new, welcome back. Thank you for subscribing, and please do not forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on anything. If you enjoy the content, go ahead and share, like. Don't forget to comment below. Also follow me on all platforms. We have TikTok, Instagram, Facebook page, Facebook group. Also, we are going to be having a webinar, live webinar. This is an opportunity for you to join us and ask your questions. We're going to be talking about motion to reopen. However, if you have another question that has to do, as long as the question is about immigration, you can join us and wait. At the end, you can ask your question for free. Link is in the description box below. You have to register, otherwise you're not going to be able to get the link and you're not going to be able to join us, okay? April 7, again, 2023, 5 p.m. Eastern time. I'll be there live, okay? So, solve your problems, okay? Within a reasonable time. You have to do it because you cannot afford to be separate with your family for more than 10 years. That's a long wait, okay? And that's a long time, especially if you're a U.S. citizen waiting for your spouse to join you. You've been waiting for 4 years. You've been waiting for 5 years, even 3 years. My friend, that's a long time to wait. You can solve that problem. You can get to the bottom of it and get a resolution, okay? Unreasonable delays. Let's start with asylum cases. Asylum cases, they're a little bit complicated, so that's why we build our case first, right? Because the backlog, we have at least 2.5 million cases combined, both in immigration court and with USCIS. So asylum, it's a little bit complicated. We have to build our case. This is how we build our case. When someone comes to me, now I have two people who came forward to me and they have hired me to take upon this mandamus lawsuit, but we're gonna go in step because we have to build our case so that we can avoid dismissal. Okay, another thing is you don't want to go to a judge and get your case dismissed, throw away, and you just don't want that after you pay all this money, okay? So we're going to build this case. This is a person who came to the U.S., I believe, in 2017, right? And then the person applies for asylum, and asylum has been pending since with USCIS. Well, what exactly the person is going to do? Waiting. And we know that there's a policy that actually is taking people for interview, people that came in 2018. But still, even those people in 2018, some of them are still waiting, okay? So this person came in 2017 and the person left their children home, and back home, the children were living with that person's mother. Unfortunately, the mother just passed away last year. So the kids are all over the places because there's no legal guardian anymore. And the case is still pending with USCIS. What are we supposed to do? We are going to file for expedited request, allow USCIS to respond. Remember, expedited request, USCIS has 7 days business day to respond. Well, we're going to give them their 30 days just in case, right? They're late in the response. And if the response is not in favor of our client, what we're going to do, we are going to go straight to federal court and file for a mandamus lawsuit to compel USCIS to call them for the interview, because this is a matter of, first, living conditions in the country of origin are getting worse and worse. no legal guardian available. Okay, the children are just like all over the places, and that is creating extreme hardship on the children, on the applicant here, and on the entire family. Humanitarian reason, and for those reasons, we believe USCIS will grant expedited requests, and if they don't, well, the court will find that USCIS has been unreasonable in delaying this case, okay, because the extreme hardship on our client is too strong of an argument, okay? So we're going to go to federal court. The way it works, we file a complaint, allow the federal court 60 days for them to respond, for the government to respond. Sometimes the government may continue the case for another 30 days, but we hope not. And once they respond, we know that they are going to negotiate and they are going to actually really just call us for the interview. Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes the government may fight back, and we will fight back stronger, okay? We do not give in easily like that. So that's why we have strategies in place to avoid any type of dismissal, okay? Especially if the dismissal is with prejudice, then it's like almost game over, right? But if the dismissal is without prejudice, we can file again, but we don't want all that. That's why we strategize, okay? Then we have another case too. This person came here in 2015. Children are back home, wife back home, child has to go to surgery, but unfortunately, there is no medical equipment available in that area so that the child can go through proper surgery, okay? So the child has to be evacuated, and USCIS is taking too long to respond. We have the same strategy. Expedite request. If it doesn't work, we go straight to federal court. That's our strategy for this one as well. Humanitarian reasons, creating extreme and unusual hardship. You don't have to go to expedited request first, but sometimes it's better, especially in those asylum cases, because the backlog. Why do you have to be put in front of the 2.5 million person? Okay, so that's why we want to have a strong strategy in place. Not just that, really, sometimes with asylum cases, they have the tendency to fight back. So that's why we need a strategy. But when it comes to other cases, for example, marriage, right? I-130 pending for 3 years. My friend, that's a long time for I-130 to be pending for 3 years, especially for a U.S. citizen. Pending with USCIS for 3 years, that's a long time. My friend, you need to file a lawsuit. Just go straight to federal court and file a lawsuit, okay? Consular processing. We know that the pandemic is already over, right? So, my friend, they have to start processing those cases as soon as possible. If you on your own have tried expedited requests, it's not working, my friend, it's time to really take action in the U.S. federal court. Most of the time, those cases get resolved, okay? Like if we're gonna put it 10 out of 10 cases, 8 will get resolved, okay, in federal court in terms of getting a solution, like pretty much the action that you want the government to take, okay? And the government will take that action and you get your answer sooner than later. Let's say your answer is negative. That's not because of that lawsuit action. It's because maybe they review your case, you just didn't meet the requirements, okay? That's another story, different from what I'm saying. So, waiver pending, we have I-601A litigation is still going on. Even for work permit, okay, EAD cards. So especially for those work permit, when people go to federal court for lawsuit, they almost win all the time because of hardship, financial hardship, welfare of the applicant or their children. My friend, people have to work to live. And if it's taking like 12 months to get one work permit, my friend, that's like a long time to wait, okay? Long time to wait. We try expedite It doesn't work, we just go straight to federal court and get a solution within 60 days. That's what you should be considered doing, okay? So again, if you need a consultation with me, my friend, you can schedule it on your own time by using the consultation link in the description box below. Until next time, bye-bye.